Hey guys, welcome back to another budget video. In today's video, we are going to be budgeting out 2 weeks of our pay. We are paid weekly, and last week I was out of town at a 10-day festival. I said in my first video that I was going to go ahead and do the budget video and blah, 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 blah. No, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even fit the this thing into the van to go. So yeah, it did not happen. Festival wise, I did make some money. So you're going to see some of that in our budget, which is exciting. Finally, there's a little bit, not as much as I thought I was going to make as usual. It was 10 days. So I think that the profit I made was very low, but there were some ridiculous factors. Like, after I got there, I learned that I was in the Covered Bridge Festival is like 3 towns. There's some other villages involved too, but 3 main towns. And the town I was in is known for flea markets, not handmade stuff. But lesson learned, I will not just listen to my friend and go be next to her. Let's get into it. Starting out right here last week to see how this kind of ended. Everything was fine. The gym did not come out. I funded it, but it didn't come out. So that I rolled over here, right? So checking cushion, savings, gym rollover. Down here, I ended up moving the checking cushion, 300, remained in the account. And then instead of doing 932 into savings, we did 2170. And we still have that $39 rolling into this, well, I guess last week. This budget period, let's go with that. Groceries. You guys know that I do not put leftover money back into the budget. I hold it for sales and for stocking up, things of that nature, low budget weeks, whatever the case may be. I budgeted $300 for 2 weeks of food in the house. We spent $276, so we have $33 total remaining. Okay, now let's come over here. You can see I already have some of this done. Up here we have, that's our gym rollover, so that $39, I know, hey, that's for a specific bill that didn't come out last time. We have our checking cushion. Our regular income is $1,117.67. And then business income is $2,000 this time. The total amount we're working with is $3,456.67. Coming down here, mortgage, I do a portion of it each week. Let's scoot in just a little bit. You can see a little bit better. I do a portion of the mortgage each week. This is a 5 paycheck month, or a 5 Friday month. So 5 paychecks for us. This is 2 weeks of mortgage set aside. Some of the stuff I'm going to talk about happened while I was gone. So I don't know. The kids needed money for something. So my husband gave them money. I don't know what that's for, but it was for something. Our gym membership did come out. We have my daughter's education trip came out of the account. The car loan came out. This is the food budget for the week, $175. Our internet was due. I just paid this yesterday. I don't know. Anyway, normally it was $80, but they changed it to where now you get a $2 fee for paying online with a card, but they don't offer the option to do ACH. So I guess now my bill is going to be $82 instead of $80. We did some shopping. Okay, so this was something else that happened while I was gone. This is just a mixture of stuff. Walmart, Goodwill, Palin Music. So my daughter, once again, needed a bassoon reed. And then, I don't know why, the kids had to go to Walmart and Goodwill and get some other stuff. So my husband took them there and got that. I don't exactly know what it's for. And then we decided yesterday, I talked about this, in the last video, that I'm really, really sick of going out like constantly and getting like, we need shampoo, we need toothpaste, we're out of floss, we're out of blah. So we just went through the house and went through like every single thing and went out to Sam's and Walmart and just bought all the household stuff and pet stuff. So we now have, like all the things, toilet paper, paper towels, laundry detergent, anything like that, we just got yesterday. Plus, I needed to replace some of my makeup that got ruined at the festival. Included in this as well. So we had the Walmart purchase of $177.38. And then Sam's Club was 143.04. That should keep us set, and now I don't have to go crazy every week getting little bitty things here and there. It drives me insane. US Cellular, 162.84. And then last night, we went into Little Caesars. I was supposed to actually still be at the festival yesterday. I ended up leaving shutting down halfway into Saturday. So instead of getting 10 days worth of money, it was really like 8.5 because they ended up having storms. So shut down and came home early. Anyway, wasn't supposed to be here yesterday, but I was. And then, I don't know. I was too exhausted to cook or anything. We went out shopping and stuff too. But anyway, whatever. We did Little Caesars. We just chose to, right? All right. So that means we still have some money to work with. That puts us all the way through. If we look back here at my calendar, that gets us all the way through the item that needed to be covered by paycheck number 3. So yes, cellular was the last thing that needed to be covered out of that third paycheck. Now we get to move on and decide what we're going to do with the rest of it. We'll come back over here and we'll do some math and see exactly how much we have remaining. Let's see. We're trying to not use that cushion, right? So whenever I do my math, I'm always pretending like that's not there. So even though we have a total of the 3,400 to work with, I'm thinking about 3,100. So let's do 3,156. Just go from here and see where we are landing. One of the things we do need to fund this month are some new fall clothing for the kids. At the beginning of the school year, we only did like a little refresh because it's still super hot. So they didn't need to go out and get sweaters and things like that. But in October, we typically go out and get fall clothing. All right, now I'm going to pause you guys and double check my math. Right here, we have $1,092.79 remaining. We are going to, we need those fall clothes. So we're going to go ahead and put that right here. And if this is your first time watching, I know this says fixed expenses, bills, variable expenses down here. I don't like to do that because I feel like I'm jumping back and forth, and I just kind of like things to be all in a line. We were budgeting $400 for those. So let's see. I mean, that's going to take obviously a significant chunk out of what's remaining. We still have $692.79. Let's pop back over to that calendar and see how far we can go. This is what we have left. We have 2/5 of the mortgage remaining. And then we have Straight Talk, car insurance, and the Discover credit card that we can pay. Let's just look and see. Straight Talk, I have 70, but let's go ahead and say 75. And then Progressive, I double checked that this morning because I had it estimated at 152. It's actually 148.64. So I didn't change that. We can do Discover. Leaves us with $281.15. That's nearly another mortgage payment. I'm thinking about something else. Let's go ahead and put these all in here. Straight Talk. I'm just going to say ST. Straight Talk. Estimate that at 75. And I'm going to leave that over on the budget side. I'm not going to put it over into the actual side yet because I've not paid it yet. I don't know exactly what it is. Progressive, I'm going to put it on both sides. because I already know that that's exactly what it is. And the Discover payment. $188. And that is exactly what that is. Okay, and that is to pay off. That is sitting at 0% right now, and that is to pay off. If this is one of your first videos, over the summer we had crazy stuff happen and like completely wiped out our savings account with like thousands of dollars in car repairs. We had emergency dental, our air conditioner, our washing machine, all sorts of stuff. It did end up we got a card offer from Discover for 0% for 15 months. So we ended up putting some of those things on that, and the amount that we owed divided by 14, $188 a month. So that's how we're taking care of that. $281.15. That's nearly another mortgage payment, one of our weekly contributions. But I'm going to go ahead and do my medication. It's always, I think it's like 97, but let's just say it's 100. Okay. So that would take us down to that. There's really nothing else we can cover, and I don't like going down into my budget and saying, oh, hey, I can cover $100 of the mortgage payment. I really don't like doing that. Now, I could go ahead and cover part of it and then just divide it. The last 2 weeks, would be a smaller amount each week, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're just going to put this amount, just schedule that for savings and call it good. Our total expenses, all right here, are coming out to $2,975.52. It's leaving us with $481.15. Over here, I'm going to pull out that checking cushion first of all. So there's 300. And then the rest is going to be tentatively sitting in savings. Right, and then so savings total is that. And we have zero-based budget since every single dollar has a job. Over here, I'll show you, this is what we're working with this week. As far as our groceries, this is with the $33 grocery rollover amount. And then our budget of $175 for this week. I think we'll go back over to the calendar. Let's see kind of where we are right now. Going into this month, we still have $19.11 left to fund. We aren't too far into that at this moment, but considering we still have the 24th and the 31st, this is going to take a significant, not a hit. That makes it sound bad. Like, we'll be able to contribute a lot more to this, so that should shrink significantly for November. And then as far as our income goal, I did not know what was going to happen at that festival. And you guys know my other fall festivals were not good at all. And if you want to know about those, you can go back and watch some of those recap videos. It's primarily because of like where I was placed, but that's all over now. But our minimum income goal for October was $5,300. And as of right now, we have, let's see here, minus that. First week was really low. We only have 1,024. So we will hit that next week for sure. All right. So that is it. That is our budget for this week, and my budgeting out last week's. pay as well. Okay, so that's it. That encompasses our second and third week for October. I feel like we're doing pretty well. I feel like we are doing pretty well, even though my festival didn't go as well as I had hoped. And I know that $2,000 is not terrible by any means, but it was a really, really large event, and it could have definitely been much more. But I'm happy with that. I am thankful that I made that for sure. Upcoming this week, I will have a grocery haul out on Wednesday, which I did not last week since I was not here. And Friday, I'm going to have my festival vlog-ish recap video out for you guys to watch if you are so inclined. But thank you guys so much for watching so far. October is looking pretty good for us, and I hope that it is, amazing for you. Even better than how mine is going. I hope that for you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.